Hi there, it's Mrs. Miles recording my first foundation question in the run-up to the big exam season. This is from a foundation tier. It's actually the last question on the foundation tier paper from the Edexcel board. But however, if you're doing different exam boards, provided you're doing Gcse, maths is maths, so the skills are exactly the same. The only thing that might change is the format and how it's set out. So if you're doing this topic by topic and you're only tuning into the ones you want to do, this particular topic is area of compound shapes. And hopefully you're thinking, compound, I've heard that before in my life. That's a good thing. So basically I'm going to go through this one and hopefully make it make sense in case it doesn't already. So the diagram shows the plan of a floor. So diagram is not drawn accurately. Now that is important because a lot of people will try and draw it up and do like you did, in lower school, which was do area by counting the squares. We're not going to be able to do that because there's none there and it's not drawn accurately. So compound in science, okay, two or more elements joined together. Compound shapes, two or more shapes joined together. In this particular case, it might be two rectangles, it might be something else. It might be a rectangle or a triangle, but basically we split it up into what we know. Now you can split it down here or going across. It makes no difference. It does make a difference. One of them will take a bit less time than the other. Now, if I've taught you before, you'll know that I'll tell you to fill in everything you can first, even if it seems really, really obvious. So I know this bit here is 8. Therefore, I know this bit here is 8. I know this bit here is 3. Now, this bit here, I don't know what it is, but I do know that, for example, if that there was 10, to find this bit here, I'll do 15, take away 10. So this bit here is whatever that is, but then take off that. So if you want, I know some of you won't like this algebra bit here, you could write 15 take x. But if you don't like that bit, you can just leave it as another unknown at the moment. So rather than always thinking about what you can't do, because at this point here, someone I don't know, all right, do what you can do. So I know that this shape here is a rectangle. And the formula you've got to remember for the area of a rectangle is base times height. So the base of this one here is 15. Don't be tempted to write x. This is the rectangle. So you could call it A and B. So for shape A, it's a rectangle. The base is 15. The height is 8. Now, a lot of people in the exam are tempted to halve it, but the only shape that you should be doing base times height and then halving is a rectangle. Not a rectangle, it's a triangle. So we do base times height, 15 times 8. Now this is non-calc, so if you need to, use the grid method, or a quick way for times by 8 is you double, double, double again. But most of you will use some other sort of method for multiplication. I'm a fan of the grid method because I think it's least likely to make a mistake on it. So 8 times 10 is 80, 8 times 5 is 40, put them together, 120. Now, I don't think it sounds like I'm stating the obvious, but before you keep going, check that makes sensible. That is sensible, rather. 15 times 10 will be 150, so you're expecting an answer a little bit smaller than that. So I know the area of A is 120. Now, at this point here, a lot of people go, I don't know. Okay, but now work backwards and think, right, okay, what haven't I used? So I've used this bit here, I've used this bit here. The area of the floor, so the whole thing is 138. The area of all of this is 138. The area of this bit here, if you want to write it on, you can. 120 metres squared for that bit there. So to work out this bit here, I do a subtraction sum. So 138, take away 120. Now again, it's going to sound like, oh, miss, I know what that is. Okay, but you wouldn't believe how many people make mistakes here. So if you need to, column sum. 8 take 0, 8, 3 take 2, 1. So the area of this bit here is 18 metres squared. Now, again, think about, right, okay, if you think, I don't know what to do next, think, well, what have I got here? I've got a rectangle. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Base times height gives me the area. And this time I know the area. So I've got 3 times by, and it's at this point here that you might think, actually, I don't want this bit here. Okay. So 3 times something, And really, we shouldn't be doing a question mark, but I think people prefer a question mark because it looks less scary in algebra. So 3 times something is equal to 18. You might do it just by inspection. So you might look and think, oh, I can just see that that's 6. But that question mark is 6. If you need to, you do the divide. So that bit there is equal to 6 metres. So you've got to work out the value of x. Now, bearing in mind, a lot of people go, oh, right, okay, yep, done loads of work now. I must have finished because that's 6 metres. Go back to the question, work out the value of x. Now, this is the value of x, not this bit here. Now, again, put in what you know. There to there is 6 metres. I know there to there is 15. So to find this missing length here, 15, take away the 6, will give me 9, which is equal to x. So I'll write 9. Now, again, you're probably thinking, yep, happy days, I've finished all of that now. But actually, at the moment, you'll have only gained yourself 3 marks. Because if you look, there is something missing there. Now, the temptation is to go, right, this is an area question. Oh, yeah, teacher always says put my units on metres squared. But we're actually putting in a length here. So x is 9 metres. Now, hopefully that all makes sense. And remember, you should always, particularly if you've got a lot of time, no teacher's going to, or no one want to see you sat at the end of the exam doing nothing if you've got a few minutes to spare. But check it works. 3 times 9, 18. 15 times 8, 120. 120 add 18 is 138. So you know that you've done it right. So make sure you go back and you check you've used every fact. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I'll be posting one of these a day, starting with the more difficult bits. But yeah, remember, you should be doing little bits regularly rather than like tons all in one go. But I hope that all makes sense, and I hope you tune in again. Bye bye.